Donkey Kong Country 2 is a cool platformer developed by Rareware. It follows the tales of Diddy Kong and his cousin Dixie Kong, who are trying to save Donkey Kong from Kaptain K, Rool and his Kremlin crew. It starts where Donkey Kong Country 1 left off, which is right after K. Rool is defeated at Gangplank Galleon, and it only gets better from there. My problem with the first game was that the general level design felt a bit bland at times, but this sequel pretty much fixes all of that. The stages are a lot more challenging and incorporate a variety of different gimmicks that are generally more fun to play and demand more of you in terms of skill. Some neat stages I enjoyed include Hothead Hop, which involves controlling Squidward the Spider while bouncing on these crocodile heads, and Top Sailor Trouble, where you fluctuate between piloting Rattly the rattlesnake and climbing while dodging bees. A lot of levels are dedicated to animal buddies, and they were a nice change of pace as they control differently from Diddy and Dixie. Enemy design in Donkey Kong Country 2 is much more diversified as well, and I like that because the first game felt a bit scarce in that regard. It seems that almost every other level introduced some type of new adversary, and it does well in keeping your journey fresh. The boss battles here are a lot better in terms of mechanics and designs, like Crow, who was pretty easy but still fun to take down, and Cleaver. Oh boy, Cleaver. This floating sword caught me off guard, and it took me a bit of trial and error to defeat him, but nonetheless it was very satisfying. Although the general level design is great, I feel that the visuals in some stages are disorienting and can screw you over. Sections in Crockhead Clamber look like you can land on them, but they end up leading to death, and there are some murky areas in other stages that make navigating difficult. I get that Glimmer's Galleon is supposed to be dim because, well, that's the point of the level, but your main source of luminescence is an anglerfish. Whenever you turn, it gives off this jarring flash of light. Say goodbye to your retinas for me. Overall, Donkey Kong Country 2 is a great title. It maintains the beautiful atmospheric soundtrack of the first game while improving the general level design and bosses so that they can present more of a challenge, and the gameplay is constantly kept fresh through interesting level gimmicks and a variety of new enemies with different attack patterns and weaknesses. I still feel that Donkey Kong Country 1 was a good game, but Donkey Kong Country 2 is even better. It's definitely worth playing this if you have access to an SNES emulator because let's face it, the physical cartridges of older games go for a whole lot of money. Anyway, thanks for watching and enjoy the remainder of your day. Peace out!